I got a recent email from a reader with a question that crops up from time to time. Some critics of the critics say that readers always look for the beats of the Blake Snyder beat sheet, and trash a great script because it doesn't follow all of those beats. And I think it's a fair point because otherwise all of these stories would be the same, right? Forgive my language, but this is straight up horseshit. If someone peddles this insider knowledge to you, don't trust a damn word they say. I guarantee that anyone who makes a blanket statement like that is talking out of their ass. If you take nothing else from this, trust me when I assure you that readers absolutely do not go through each script with a checklist of Blake Snyder's beat sheet and score it as if the script was some sort of blue book exam that they were charged with reading as a TA. You will never find a reader who says, "This is a great script, but they completely forgot about the dark night of the soul, so I'm flunking them." Here's the way most readers work. They read a script. If they like it, it gets a consider. If they don't like it, it gets a pass. The tricky part comes in when their coverage has to be written, because what a reader says isn't what the writer hears, assuming they see the coverage, which in most cases they shouldn't. A reader might use certain elements of the 3-act template to suggest where a script goes wrong, i.e., the first turning point of the story doesn't happen for 45 pages. But that's not the same as failing the script because it doesn't match the beat sheet. What the reader is doing in this case is underlining the fact that the pace is lethargic and that the script is spending far too much time on setup. This is because the coverage is often an intellectual expression of an emotional reaction. When I'm reading, I'm not thinking about the Snyder beat sheet. All I'm focused on is this compelling? Is this working for me? When I get to the end and I have my reaction, then I have to think about, okay, what are some of the factors and why this isn't working? Does that make sense? It's not that the reader is looking for formula, but when trying to steer the script back on track, he might suggest a more conventional structure to give the story a stronger framework. If someone's written a truly great script, they shouldn't have much to fear, even if they stray from the template. The problem is that a lot of people who try to write outside the box just haven't grown enough as writers to do it effectively. You got questions? Leave them for me in comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you back here next week.